Urgent talks to prevent a possible Russian invasion of Ukraine. More than 100,000 Russian troops are now deployed on three sides of the country, and Ukrainian forces are preparing for what could be a major fight. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken is in Geneva today, where he met with his Russian counterpart in an effort to stop a conflict before it begins. The U.S. is threatening major economic sanctions. Holly Williams is in the in the capital. Holly, good morning.
Good morning. Here in Kyiv, we're about 5,000 miles from America. But the US says this is not simply a regional dispute far from home. Instead, it's about protecting democracy and stopping Russia from turning its neighbours into puppet states.
There is no doubt, let there be no doubt at all, that if Putin makes this choice, Russia will pay a heavy price.
The US is warning Russia if it invades its neighbour Ukraine, it faces a swift, severe response in the form of sanctions. Moscow denies it's planning an attack, but new satellite images show the massive buildup of Russian troops and weaponry along Ukraine's border. President Biden said a Russian incursion might not use conventional tactics.
And paramilitary tactics, so-called grey zone attacks, and actions by Russian soldiers not wearing Russian uniforms.
To lower tensions, Russia's demanding security guarantees, including a rolling back of NATO troops from Eastern Europe and a ban on Ukraine joining the alliance. Those are things the US and its partners say they cannot agree to. And many believe the real motive of President Vladimir Putin is to control Russia's neighbours by any means possible.
He worked like a terrorist with nuclear weapons, but he's still terrorist.
He's a terrorist?
It looks like that.
It's been 30 years since the collapse of the Soviet Union and the end of the Cold War. But now a European capital is again looking down the barrel of a Russian gun. Ukrainians are frightened.
Because it's not only the threat for Ukraine, it's a threat for all the world.
We want a normal life, how we want it, not anybody telling us what to do.
The US is sending up to $200 million worth of emergency military aid to Ukraine and has authorized its allies to transfer American-made anti-tank and anti-aircraft weapons to Ukraine. But the US has ruled out sending combat troops. Tony.
Holly Williams on the deepening crisis in Ukraine. Holly, thank you very much.